What kind of crime did you get into?
Man, drugs, guns,
Yeah,
shooting charges, everything.
yeah.
Basically, drugs and guns. Yeah,
I'm happy you got away from it, and now
yeah,
you're
yeah.
spreading that positive message,
Right,
man.
right. Through my
That's what we
book, man.
need, man. That's what
Yeah,
we need.
yeah. I'm a mentor, man, for concerned black men of Los Angeles as well.
Nice,
And I mentor to the, youth. And my thing is to catch them at that point where before they get to committing crimes.
nice.
Because I feel like after they got to that point, there's not a
Too
lot you
late.
can say.
Yeah,
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 you
that's
might can
true.
support them. They go to jail, be there for them, talk to them,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
gonna recall what you said later on in life. But
right.
at that time, they're gonna be the, mess their life up. So we trying to catch them before they become career criminals
That's excellent.
and try to keep them
No,
on
we,
that path.
we try to do the same thing, man. Try to
Yeah.
spread that positive message.
Right.
Try to tell people, look, don't waste your life with,
Correct.
drugs, gangs, all that nonsense.
Right.
Got to get that spiritual connection with your Creator.
Believe that.
You believe in one God.
I do.
There you go, man.
yeah.
You don't believe in idols or worshiping
Nah,
Jesus
I
or
believe in. I just call it a universal energy source,
All right.
better known as God.
God or
Same.
Creator.
Yeah, correct,
In
yeah.
Islam, we don't believe God's a man. We don't believe it's a white dude. We don't believe it's a black guy. We don't
Right.
believe it's Chinese.
Right.
We
Right.
believe He's the Creator of everything.
Of everything, yeah.
And there's nothing like Him. We can't say He's like a monkey or like
Right.
a blue
Right.
guy that like Hindus be worshiping. Blue dudes. Nah, we believe that He's unseen. We haven't seen Him. We'll see Him
Right.
in the hereafter after we're dead. But in this world, we can't see Him. Right?
Right.
We believe that God sent us prophets like Abraham and Moses and
Right.
Jesus and Muhammad. They brought a message. Right?
Right.
Do you believe that?
I believe in the message.
What
Sure.
a Muslim is.
Yeah.
You submit your will to your Creator, right?
Right.
You want to do what God wants you to do.
Correct.
You don't want to just get out here and make money. You're not just out here trying to get fame. You're not just trying out here to
I got a message.
you
Yeah,
got
I
a
got a
message.
message.
Exactly. You're trying to tell people, look, don't get caught up in that gang life. Don't try to get caught up in that violence,
Right,
in the
right,
drugs, in the alcohol. You
right.
want to live a clean life as a
Got a
Muslim.
clean- yeah.
Like I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't sell anything haram, I don't sell anything wrong, I don't
Right.
sell drugs. I don't even deal with interest. Like that's how clean of a life a Muslim lives, right?
Right.
That's the way you want to live, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
I think I can do that, and I've done it.
I know you can do it, man. Everybody has that ability. You got to make that choice.
without putting a label on it, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
but see, it's not even about labels, right? As a Muslim, what does it mean? Muslim comes from the word aslama, meaning I submit. Look,
submit.
my God sent me a message, and that message is don't worship anybody but the one Creator,
Right.
Don't kill, don't steal, don't go out there do wrong, right?
I don't
And
do that.
I submit
Yeah.
to that message. That's
Yeah,
what makes you a
I
Muslim.
don't do nothing.
You believe that God sent us guidance. He didn't just leave us without guidance, right?
Right.
Imagine you make something new, you're gonna want to give some guidance. You're not gonna just throw it away and be like, yo, use it however you want, right?
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this though. I do not believe that there is a God in heaven on the throne just judging
I
us
got
and stuff
you.
like that. I believe that God is within us.
So,
Nothing outside of me.
all right, so let's
within
talk
us.
about that, right? For example, before when me and you didn't exist, was God still there?
When we didn't exist.
Yeah. Like before you were born,
Right.
God still existed,
Other people
right?
here, you meaning like other people here
Yeah,
just before I was born.
but I'm saying it's
before
before
1981.
19. You're young, bro.
Yeah.
All right, but before 1981,
Right.
before you, God still existed, right?
Yeah, I believe an energy source exists.
Okay. So
Past
now-
my- a lot of times past my understanding.
Right.
That source.
But
Yeah.
think about that. Even before when there were no humans, like before Adam, before
Okay,
Eve,
yeah.
God still existed.
Yeah, that's
right?
source. Yeah.
Now, where is God? How is God? Instead of making up our own mind, we look at the message God sent. Right?
Correct.
So God tells us in the Quran, Ar-Rahmanu al-Arsh istawa. The most merciful is reclining on his throne. How? Only he knows. We don't see the thing is, like me and you, we got hands, right? But we're humans. It's a human hand, right? That's how a human interprets what a hand is, right? When you tell a dog, shake my hand, that paw is different than a hand, right? That's a dog hand, right?
Yeah.
So everything has its own meaning and its own sense.
Right.
We're creation. So when we talk about a throne or a chair, we're talking about like this kind of a physical chair, right?
Right.
How is the throne of
That's what I
God?
see.
That's above us,
Yeah.
right? That's something that we
Saying
don't
it
know.
Might not be literally a chair.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
if God says it's a throne, it's a throne. How is it? Look, it's above the skies, it's above planets, it's above the universe. We can't conceptualize it.
Right.
We cannot ask the how, the kayf of it, right?
Right.
But if God said he's always been there, we believe he's always been there. If God says he's always going to be there, we believe he's always going to be
You
there.
believe you was created in the image?
I believe God created man in his image.
Right.
Now, does that mean that God looks like a man? No.
No.
Yeah, no, right?
That mean to me
Right.
that this energy source or God is within us.
Right, but
His likeness,
see,
his
like
image, you know?
again, there is a difference between within us, meaning physically inside you.
No.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
like,
that's
no,
what you're
no,
saying,
no,
like a
like
guidance from
within
God,
us,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So there is
something
a
that you can't see it, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's
So
a
for
source.
example,
It's a
we
force. It's an
believe
energy source.
we
Yeah.
believe God is closer to us than our jugular veins, meaning that God knows us better. He knows our thoughts. He knows our inside. He knows our outside. He knows what we're gonna do. He's that close to us. But we also believe that He's above the skies. He's far greater than this creation here. We're just a creation, right? Now, God guides us, right? He puts that fitrah inside you to know right from wrong, right? That's a very important aspect of Islam. That's true, right?
Yeah.
But when you want to know who is God, what are His characteristics, we don't make up our own. We go back to the book and what does God say about Himself, right? But now think about this, right? This world that we live in is one planet amongst what, 7 planets around here, right?
Yeah.
In one solar system, right?
Right.
Now, in that solar system, you have just one solar system within a galaxy, right? That galaxy is one galaxy, the Milky Way, within the universe. Allah in the Quran tells us that زَيِّنُ السَّمَاءَ الدُّنْيَا بِمَصَابِيحِ, that we beautified the sky of the world, just the first sky, with lamps. So that means all the stars, all the galaxies, all the planets, everything you see, that's just the first Sama ad-Dunya, that's just the first sky. And there is a second sky above, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth, and a sixth, and seventh above that. That is going into where me and you, our imagination even ends.
Yeah, I heard.
And
I heard
Allah's
about that.
throne is above that.
7 heaven.
And Al-Alusi, one of the scholars, he wrote in his book, he said that the whole 7 skies in front of the throne of Allah is like a small ring you throw in a huge desert. So you know when I'm talking about throne, I'm not talking about some white dude here and a king. No, you got to understand that it's above what we can imagine. We believe in it, as Allah said in His book, but what does Allah look like? What is He like? We can't conceptualize in human form. We got to wait till the day of judgment. When you see God, then when you're unlimited, when you no longer can die. In this world, if you see God, you die from it. You couldn't handle it. But when you die and you're a soul now, and your hereafter, your life of the hereafter begins, where now you're limitless. There is no end to you anymore. Then you will see God in heaven, right? But that's what's important. Look, you've already got the belief. I'm gonna give you a Quran. It's a gift from me, you know, and I'm gonna ask you this: if you believe that there is only one God, that you shouldn't worship monkeys or statues or idols or animals, you have that belief, right?
Yeah, I don't believe in worshiping nothing.
Yeah, you believe the one God, the one Creator, the one above, the one that created all of us, the one that runs everything, the universe, and above all of that.
Correct. I just call it energy, like I said.
Yeah, like I said,
I said.
many people give different names to God. What I believe is, look, whatever God says about Himself, like in the Quran, He says He's Allah. We call Him by Allah, right? Now, in Hebrew and Aramaic, they used to use different words for Him, whether it was Yahweh or whatever, right? Nothing wrong with that, because God communicated to people in their languages, right? Allah said in the Quran, "Ma arsalna rasulin illa bilisani qawmihi," that we did not send a messenger to the people except in the language of those people, right? So we're gonna do it. Let's do this, man. Testify. You ready?
What we gonna do?
We're gonna do the testimony, right?
What's that?
The Shahada. I bear witness.
Yeah. Okay.
Say it with me. I bear witness. There is none worthy of worship
There is none worthy of worship
except the one true God, Allah.
except the one true God.
Allah. That's a word, right? Yeah. Like I said, you can say Rahman, you can say Rahim, the one true God. That's the only one worthy of worship. Allah in Arabic means the only one worthy of worship. That's what you said.
But I believe too, man. I believe that God, that source, the energy source is within me.
What do you mean by within you?
Within
Right?
me,
Like
it's
guides
like-
you?
Yeah, it guides me. It's
Yeah.
an energy. You know, you can't see an energy, right?
You
It's within me.
look like right
I
when
don't
you
believe
die.
it's a God is in the sky.
Yeah, but again, when we say in the sky, as I mentioned earlier, this is above the universe, right?
Like above, physically.
No, again, Allah, God, the Creator, He is the Creator, not the creation, right? We're the creation.
Right.
So He's above the creation. Even when we didn't exist, He existed. Even when we die, He'll still exist,
Correct.
right? So if you mean that God guides us, you know, He has given that fitrah to us, nothing wrong with that, right? But we don't believe that, for example, God is physically in me, that if I die, God dies with me. That's not the way it works, right? God is above in the sense that He is the highest, that He has been there. He has a throne, although not like the thrones of this world, right? His throne is above the universes. We can't even imagine how glorious and big and huge it is, where it's past our conception. You feel me? Right. So when we say Allah, it just means Al-Ilah. The only Ilah is anything that can be worshipped. So the only one that can be worshipped, this is the name Allah introduced Himself with. It's not like our God and your God. It's just, like I said, this is Allah. That's it. So you believe that none should be worshipped except Allah?
Correct, I do.
And you believe that Allah sent messengers?
I do.
So say, I bear witness that Muhammad is the servant and messenger of Allah. You Muslim, bro. Give me that. There you go.